Cats and kittens, we're getting our creepy on today. And I'm starting off with this gorgeous resin. It is the Let's Resin Crystal Clear Epoxy Resin, and to that I have added some very fine sparkly glitter. I'd love to tell you what that glitter is, but I don't remember, so sorry. I added in a drop of the clear glue as well to keep the glitter from sinking, but it probably wasn't necessary. That glitter was extremely fine and I don't think it would have sunk anyhow. This skull mold is from a set of 3 that I have, and I believe it came from Temu. Of course, I'll have that listed down below. And I'm pretty sure this is the medium size. Since this is leftover resin, I don't have enough to fill the skull, so I will be doing 2 layers. For the second layer, we are using this black pigment paste for epoxy, and then I will be adding in this ultra fine glitter from M&G Supply Co. and it's holographic. It's a very, very dark gray, almost black, and it is beautiful. I do have a love-hate relationship with these glitters though, because they're so fine, they tend to just kind of poof if you're not careful. Always stir the crap out of your resin when you're adding things to it, like pigment paste, dye, or glitter. That is just so sparkly. I love this glitter. This glitter is technically meant for burnishing down, that is to sort of lay flat. That is a technique that I've seen used on different items, but mostly tumblers. So you do glue that stays tacky after it dries, you sprinkle the glitter, and then you rub your hand over it until it's burnished flat. All right, that went into the curing machine for a couple of hours and I'm ready to demold. It looks like I actually have some unmixed pigment there, which is funny considering how I stirred the crap out of it. Apparently not enough. I love how this looks. So cool and so sparkly. Scully kiss. Is this skull sparkly? Yes. Does it need more sparkle? Also yes. We're going to add some rhinestones. And my original plan was just to add them to the eyes, and I wanted to use black rhinestones. But I realized that it just didn't provide enough contrast and sparkle that way. I start out using my B7000 glue, and it's got this really nice, very narrow tip to it, but it is a huge pain in the ass to get out of that tube. I'm fighting with these rhinestones, and it's at this point that I think, well, I'd rather have some more contrast. So I decide to go ahead and try a red one. Why did I try to put the glue onto the rhinestone itself? I have no idea. I feel like if there's a way to make things more complicated and difficult for myself, I almost always will. In a few seconds, we'll start the comedy of errors part of this video. This glue is way thinner than I remember. Apparently, I decided my desk needed a shower of glue. I should have given up on the glue at this point. I should have, but I didn't. I do eventually realize this isn't going to work, and I get rhinestone glue that I use for my nails. This stuff will stick those rhinestones to anything. Okay, now we're on track. I should definitely mess something up to make sure it's not going too smoothly. The more I watch this, the funnier it gets. This was a day. I am telling you, I had a day. This is Rhinestone glue gel, and it's nice and thick. It holds the rhinestones in place until I can cure it. And this is cured by UV. I decide to do a little rosette style decoration right at the top there. And you'll see at the end that I actually decided to add more to it. Rather than put the rhinestone glue gel directly onto it, I'm using a silicone tool to kind of spread it out. I don't want it to be super thick, and I definitely don't want it to sort of splooge out the sides around the rhinestones. So this way I can ensure I have a nice, even, thin coating only where I need it. I zoomed in so that you could see what I was doing, and then I proceeded to spend basically the rest of this time mostly out of shot because I had zoomed in so much. I'm really sorry. I tried to cut out most of the stuff where you can't see what I'm doing. But yeah, one of these days I'll figure this stuff out, I guess, maybe. I've only been doing YouTube videos for almost 2 years now. I'm using 3 different sizes of the red rhinestones. I do eventually decide that I want to fill the entire eye socket with the red rhinestones rather than just the one larger rhinestone in the middle. I do a lot of this out of shot, sadly, but you do get glimpses here and there. And I just started out with the larger rhinestone in the middle. I did the medium sized around that one, and then I filled in gaps and the rest of the eye socket with the smallest size. Even though this glue gel is thick, I do go in sections and then give it a flash cure just to make sure that nothing moves. I think that looks really cool. I definitely want to do more of these skulls, and I would love to do one of the larger ones. When I'm all done with the rhinestones, I give this a full 5-minute cure under my UV lamp, and then this scully is ready for glamour shots. Here it is all done. You can see that I added a little bit of a trail. It's not really supposed to be like a snake or a worm, but it's just supposed to sort of give the impression of one. I'm really looking forward to doing more of these. You'll have to tell me in the comments what color combinations you think I should try. I love the black and red. It's sort of classic creepy Halloween, but I'm thinking we could do a little bit with some neon green, maybe some neon purple. I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think. I hope you like my rhinestone skull, and thanks so much for spending a little bit of your time with me today. Thanks for watching, spooky cats and kittens, and I'll see you soon.